Satellite phones operate using signals from satellites orbiting the Earth, so they don't have to rely on ground-based cell towers like your everyday smartphone. If your satellite phone has a clear line of sight to the sky, you can receive and communicate with people in even the most remote areas. Satellite phones fill the communication gap when infrastructure is missing, damaged, or destroyed. They're rugged enough to be taken into dangerous environments, even war zones, to coordinate rescue missions or communicate with crews on the ground. Small, lightweight, and highly reliable, satellite phones are one of the first things people consider when venturing into isolated areas, especially when traveling alone, for the peace of mind that they can contact friends, family, or emergency services in the event of an unexpected situation. Here are top 5 best satellite phones in 2024. Links are given in the description box. 1. Iridium Extreme 9575. The best satellite phone for most people's needs is the Iridium Extreme, the latest phone in the Iridium catalog. It offers satisfactory voice clarity and a very high level of durability. It is reliable, especially in high-stress environments where GPS tracking is important and an emergency SOS button may be needed. This phone takes advantage of Iridium's excellent global coverage, including the polar region. It offers several features, such as programming emergency contacts via the built-in SOS button and turning on SOS mode. When the user turns on SOS mode, the phone broadcasts an emergency message with GPS information every 5 minutes, making it easy to find the user. For more rugged adventurers, the IP65 waterproof rating will show you just how rugged this satellite phone is. These features come at a steep price. We were also disappointed that the battery only lasts 4 hours, but users should expect it to last much longer in a backpack or pocket. However, anyone who regularly ventures outdoors or works in areas without cellular service will find that a high-end satellite phone's peace of mind is worth the price. The 9575 Extreme PTT is a push-to-talk version of this device, commonly used by groups and teams that want to communicate via satellite. 2. Thea X5 Touch. You don't necessarily have to give up smart features to use a satellite phone. For example, the Thea X5 Touch is an Android phone with built-in satellite connectivity. This phone is 5 years old, so don't expect any of the fancy features you'll find on modern Android phones. However, you can instantly download mobile apps and interact with the phone via the smart display instead of physical buttons. The satellite functionality is solid, too. The phone is compatible with Thea's satellite network, which provides good coverage across most of Europe, the Middle East, Asia, Australia, and most of Africa except for South America. The network doesn't cover the Americas, parts of Russia, or Poland, so you'll want to check Thera's coverage map before buying this phone. The device has a good battery life, with 11 hours of talk time. It also has a removable battery, common on satellite phones but rare on smartphones. 3. Iridium 9555. While it's one of the most expensive options for voice calls, the 9555 is still a bargain when considering the full service plan. The Iridium 10 monthly plan offers 10 minutes of voice calls per month for $65, but considering that incoming calls and text messages are free, the value is well worth it. It's not cheap, but it's half the price it was a few years ago. Aside from the wide coverage, the main reason to pay a premium for Iridium is the reception quality. Our tester used the Iridium 9555 from Nepal to call a doctor in the US just 1,200 miles Abu-S. The Iridium LEO satellites provide crystal clear communications across the globe. The Iridium 9555 is convenient because of its rugged construction and compact size. Even if it sacrifices battery life, with a talk time of only 4 hours, a second battery is a must. We also like the ability to easily receive emergency notifications using the programmable SOS button connected to the GEO's dispatch center. Best of all, the audio quality is excellent. We had a long conversation with a mechanic in Chile, and I could hear every word he said clearly. The downside of LEO satellite reception is most noticeable in valleys and canyons where visibility to the satellite's overhead is impaired. Dropped calls are not uncommon, as the satellites drift across the sky and sometimes fall out of range. 4. Garmin GPSMAP 66i. The Garmin GPSMAP 66i is a hiker's phone. Its built-in terrain mapping allows users to download hiking trails, set waypoints, and find nearby parking. The interface is relatively easy to use, and the device promises a long battery life of up to 200 hours for days on the trail. The Garmin GPSMAP 66i can't make phone calls, It's also relatively heavy and bulky. Although it'll fit perfectly in most users' backpacks or straps, it weighs more. At around $600, it's more expensive than the Garmin inReach Mini 2, which doesn't have mapping capabilities. But if you need a satellite device with mapping capabilities, this is the one to get. 5. TheraSAT Sleeve Plus Satellite Smartphone, the perfect blend of mobility and simplicity. The TheraSAT Sleeve Plus is the fastest way to turn your phone into a satellite smartphone. The TheraSAT Sleeve Plus supports the communication needs of all smartphone users, from frequent travelers and adventurous explorers to corporate and NGO users. Access phone calls, email, instant messages, and popular social media apps in satellite mode across Europe, Africa, Asia, and Australia. The SAT Sleeve Plus comes with a universal adapter inside the package and is compatible with a wide range of iOS and Android models.